Hello, today I'm making Coca-Cola chicken wings, and I am starting this early because these bake in the oven for 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, and this is just a random recipe book that I think my husband picked up for me at Sam's, but these sounded really good. Okay, now to make the liquid that they're going to roast in, I'm going to make a triple batch, but I'm going to give you the ingredient. I'm going to make the sauce for each batch one at a time, so when I fill out the recipe, it is only for 1 3-pound batch of wings. So and I'm going to change the recipe up a little bit and add some seasonings here and there that they're not adding. So I know that we are going to need 12 ounces of Coke. Oh, and it was just a it was just a real hassle for me to swing by the store and buy Coke. I'm only addicted. Let me see here. Let's see here. You know what? I'm just going to say that's 12. Okay. Let's see. We need a cup of brown sugar, 12 ounces of Coke. It says 2 medium onions, but considering that we have to thicken the sauce later, I'm going to use these dehydrated onions, because these will stir up better in there. So just use dehydrated onions to your liking. I'm also going to add just maybe half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a fistful of dehydrated parsley. It says to add 2 minced garlic cloves, so I'm going to add 2 minced garlic cloves. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then salt and pepper to taste. So here's a little pepper, and then I am going to use, I lost it. How do you lose salt? Oh, here it is. I am just going to use a sprinkling of pink Himalayan sea salt, and then get all that Coke out of there, and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Whisk this all together to combine, and I find that if the Coke, because I've made this before I made Dr. Pepper pulled pork. Hey. I find that if the Coke or Dr. Pepper is flat, that's okay. And then you just pour it over your chicken. Oh my gosh, that looks so awesome. Get all that yumminess out of there. And you can toss them around with your hands if you want to. I'm going to do that off camera before I stick them in the oven. But basically, you put your marinade or your sauce over your wings and put them in the oven for 2 hours. And that's what I'm going to do. And we'll be back in 2 hours. Hi guys. Before I put these in the oven, I wanted to be clear. I'm not sure if I told you beforehand, but I'm making my 3rd batch. This sauce that you're going to bake these in, this goes over 3 pounds of chicken. And you really don't need to use chicken wings. You can use, I don't see why you couldn't use chicken thighs or chunks of chicken breast. I mean, I think it's actually versatile. I mean, come on, what did we do before hot wings? Really? We used just pieces of chicken. So, and yes, this is me mixing with my hand. I have to pick up my kids from the middle school at 3:45, and it is 3:55 in the afternoon. And I put the whisk away. Okay, so 3 pounds of wings, or 3 pounds of chicken. Ooh, you could use, oh my gosh. You know what would make the husband even happier in this house? Is if instead of these teeny tiny little drumettes, I used actual human-sized chicken legs. So already into the oven, 350, 2 hours. See you in a bit. Okay, and this is what they look like after they've cooked up. And what the recipe calls for is to take the leftover sauce and reduce it down with some cornstarch, a 1/4 cup of your cooking liquid with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and cook it down until it is thick enough to glaze your wings. But as you can see, mine didn't need that. And they are flavorful and just extremely awesome tasting. I was going to serve roasted asparagus and macaroni and cheese with this, but what I have found is that I have baked potatoes. I baked these yesterday, and they still have the skin on. And you can go several routes with these, but this is what I'm going to do. I like to make a series of diagonal slits inside and kind of pry them open. And then what I do is I am going to take some cheddar cheese, and can you get me the turkey bacon bits, please, out of the pantry? They're in a yellow bag. And I like to make these layers. Somebody cut one open in the center. I don't know why, but that happens when you leave, 3 teenagers and an 11-year-old home to go pay bills. Okay, so I'm going to cut these open. I hope that I'm in the shot here with this.
Mom,
Yeah, I'm here. Good. Yeah.
What,
Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, now that I've made these diagonal slits inside, I am going to stuff cheese in between each layer. And these have already been cooling for quite some time, so that's how I'm able to grab them this way. And I'm thinking I'm only going to need 2 of these because they're rather large bakers. So 2 of these should cover 4 kids, considering I just made 9 pounds of chicken wings. Okay, and then I'm going to use these soft, I'm not going to use the crunchy bacon bits, I'm going to use the soft bacon bits. Let me adjust y'all here. There we go. Remember, remove the oxygen absorber. And then just kind of, you're going to need maybe about, I don't know, what, maybe a tablespoon and a half per potato. And there is a timer going off for absolutely no reason. Okay. And rar. And then it is very simple. Thank goodness I'm doing this on parchment. So basically another route you could take that I've also done before is what's happening here. You just take your cheese and you toss it in a separate bowl, and then you just spoon it into the potatoes. And then I'm going to show you a little trick here that I have, and I did not put enough bacon in that, and these are already stuffed with cheese. Okay, and well, you kind of get the picture of what I'm doing here. And then, and we're not done by far. I'm gonna cut the rest of these open and stuff them as well. And then I am going to show you how I top them. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got 3 sliced pretty and stuffed. And then my husband's not one for the frou-frou. He just wants probably a regular tater. After being married to him for such a long time, I know him better than that. And there he is while I'm filming, scolding the kids for taking out the trash, for not taking out the trash. Um, sorry about that. And we're gonna put these in the oven. Just 300, 350 until they're all melted and gooey. So we'll check on them in about 15 minutes. And okay, now as a topping for these potatoes, right when you pop them in the oven for that 10 or 15 minutes, I wasn't kidding when I told you I bought a 3-pound tub of sour cream. And you know what? I found out, I don't know about the sour cream, but I know in the yogurt, you know that liquid in the yogurt that collects on top? Even if it's flavored yogurt, in yogurt, that liquid that accumulates on top is nutritionally helpful. So you always want to stir that liquid into your yogurt. I don't know what the scientists and the food experts say about the liquid that accumulates on top of the sour cream, but I figure if it's beneficial in the yogurt, it must be beneficial in the sour cream, so I don't ever pour it off. So I'm just going to take, I don't know what, a cup of sour cream, cup and a half, and then I'm going to take some of these dehydrated chives. And yes, my table here is a mess. I had such a hectic day today. So if I can ever get these open. Eli, can I? Oh, never mind, I got it. And then now that I got that off, got to deal with the safety seal. Okay, now these are dehydrated. So what I like to do is I like to make a well in the sour cream or the yogurt, and I should have used the yogurt. It's not like they would have been able to tell the difference, right? I just take some of these, and remember they're dehydrated so they're crispy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sour cream on top, kind of moisten them, and then whisk them in. Just mix them in. And then you're going to want to pop that back in your fridge, or you could even leave it on the counter. I mean, it's just 10 or 15 minutes, right? And you just mix them in. In fact, I don't think that's enough. I want more color. My poor Tim McGraw t-shirt, I'm always wearing it. I wash it and I put it on every day just because it's just easier than to reach for the Kenny Chesney or the Sugarland t-shirt. And I just wipe so many things on this shirt. I'm surprised that it is still able to stay on my body. Okay, now I'm just going to leave it out here at room temperature and wait for the timer to go off for those cheese and bacon stuffed taters, and then we'll do them up right for you. Okay, and we're back, and they don't look nearly as delectable as they always seem to look in the photos on Pinterest and everything. But I mean, you can modify with as much or as little cheese as you like. Cheese and bacon bits are expensive, so I kind of took it easy. So I'm going to load up on this plate. I don't know, maybe 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. And I reached here to this one because these are drumettes. And then I reached over here to the back because these are wings. So I'm going to give 4 drumettes and 4 wings. And then what I'm going to do is, there you go, it just fell apart. Okay, I'm going to put the little tater there. And then I am going to take some pink Himalayan sea salt, just to give that tater some crunch. And I'm going to go over that too. Okay? And then just a little pepper. And then some of my sour cream with the reconstituted chives on top. And there you go. Coca-Cola wings with my own brand of funky stuffed tater. Eat at home. You'll love yourself for it.